Recorded Books and RB Digital present In Deep, the FBI, the CIA, and the Truth About America's Deep State by David Rohde, narrated by Graham Winton. From Edward Levy, United States Attorney General, 1975 to 1977. As an instrument for practical action, law is responsive to the wisdom of its time, which may be wrong. But it carries forward, sometimes in opposition to this wisdom or passion, a memory of received values. Prologue. Whistleblowers. The government source who leaked the story to me about the first phone call between President Trump and Vladimir Putin seemed genuinely frightened. Published by Reuters several weeks after Trump took office in 2017, the piece contained no bombshell disclosures about coordination between the 2016 Trump campaign and Russia. Instead, it exposed politically embarrassing details regarding how the new American president had conducted himself. During the hour-long conversation, Trump had denounced the primary nuclear arms agreement between the United States and Russia as one of many bad deals negotiated by the Obama administration. When Putin raised the possibility of extending the treaty, known as New START, Trump paused and asked his aides what the treaty was, according to my source and an official who had spoken with my colleague, Jonathan Landay. When we asked the White House for comment, spokesman Sean Spicer said Trump knew what the New START treaty was, but had turned to his aides for an opinion. Throughout the call, Trump also ceaselessly bragged to Putin about his own popularity. Other more damaging accounts of Trump's first calls with foreign leaders of Mexico and Australia had already leaked to news outlets and drawn more attention. Officials in the White House were furious about the multiple leaks involving presidential phone calls. They vowed to launch formal criminal investigations and prosecute the perpetrators. To help protect the source, we agreed to cut off contact with each other. In a final conversation, I promised that I would go to prison to protect the source's identity. We both knew that the whistleblower was more likely to be prosecuted than me. 2.5 years later, in the fall of 2019, a whistleblower complaint filed by a CIA official about a phone call between Trump and another foreign leader, the president of Ukraine, sparked an impeachment inquiry. I wanted to know what my source on the Trump-Putin call thought of the whistleblower and the firestorm then unspooling. We met in a restaurant in the Washington area. The source didn't mince words. Career government officials had a duty to report waste, fraud, and misconduct by government officials, including the president. The whistleblower, whose identity Trump was demanding be made public, should be protected, and the state of divisiveness in Washington was lamentable. When doing your job as a policy expert means you are physically in danger, not from an international adversary, but from people in your own government, it's confounding. To President Trump, my source, as well as the Ukraine whistleblower, are part of a conspiracy by a group of unelected government officials to force a duly elected president from power. They're members of the deep state, an ill-defined term that Trump uses to refer to people ranging from senior FBI and CIA officials to the Pentagon to career civil servants across the federal government. Those officials, Trump and his allies argue, have mounted a concerted effort to delegitimize his presidency. Trump has vowed to make the deep state a cornerstone of his re-election effort. Democrats say Trump is spreading conspiracy theories for political gain. They defend the civil service, which was created after the Civil War to prevent politicians from turning the federal government into a patronage mill where supporters receive jobs based on political loyalty, not merit. Every modern American president has expressed distrust of career government officials in Washington. They view themselves correctly.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.